Welcome second PU Commerce students to Exam Tips and Tricks channel. Today we will understand fill in the blanks of retirement of a partner. Dash ratio is used to distribute accumulated profits and losses at the time of retirement of a partner. Old ratio is used to distribute accumulated profits and losses at the time of retirement of a partner. Profit or loss on revaluation is shared among the partners in dash ratio on retirement of a partner. So profit or loss on revaluation is shared in their old ratio on retirement of a partner. New ratio minus old ratio is equal to gain ratio or gaining ratio. Accumulated losses are transferred to the capital accounts of the partners at the time of retirement in their dash ratio. The answer is old ratio. Accumulated losses are transferred to the partners' capital account. That has to be distributed in their old ratio. General reserve is to be transferred to dash accounts at the time of retirement of a partner. So general reserve that has to be transferred to all the partners' capital account. Even retiring partner is also entitled for the share of general reserve. So it has to be transferred to all the partners' capital account. Retiring partner's share of goodwill is to be debited to continuing partner's capital account in dash ratio. The answer is gain ratio. Retiring partner's share of goodwill that must be debited to the remaining partner's capital account in their gain ratio. In the absence of any instructions, retiring partner's capital account is closed by transferring its balance to dash account, retiring partner's loan account. So in the absence of any instructions, if no instructions given, then retiring partner's capital account that can be closed by transferring to his loan account. Dash ratio is used for adjustment of continuing partners' capitals. New ratio is used for the adjustment of continuing partners' capitals. Share gained is calculated by deducting dash share from the new share. Share gained is calculated by deducting old share from new share. So old share is the answer. A, B and C are the partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2:1. If B retires, then new ratio of A and C will be 3:1. So 3:1 is the answer. So when B retires, his share is 2/3 plus 2 plus 1, that is 2/6. So when B retires, then new ratio of A and C will be 3:1. The amount paid to the retiring partner in excess of what is due to him is called dash goodwill. The answer is hidden goodwill. What is the amount paid to the retiring partner in excess of what is due to him is considered as hidden goodwill. In the absence of any agreement as the disposal of amount due to the retiring partner. Section dash of Indian Partnership Act 1932 is applicable. Section 37 of Indian Partnership Act 1932 is applicable. Next, we will see true or false. First question: profit or loss on revaluation is transferred to all partners' capital account in case of retirement of a partner. That is true. What is the profit or loss on revaluation? It has to be transferred to all the partners' capital account, including retiring partner also. Second question: adjustment of capitals of the remaining partner is to be made in the new ratio. That is true. So the capitals that has to be adjusted of the remaining partners, that has to be made in their new ratio. So the answer is true. Accumulated profit is transferred to continuing partners' capital account. So that is false. What is the accumulated profit? That is transferred to all the partners' capital account. So the answer is false. Next question: share gained is computed by deducting old share from the new share. That is true. So gain ratio can be calculated by the way of deducting old share from the new share. So the formula will be new share minus old share. Gain ratio is used to adjust retiring partners' share of goodwill. So in order to adjust a retiring partner's share of goodwill, gain ratio is used. That is true. Increase in the value of asset is debited to revaluation account. That is false. If there is increase in the value of asset, that has to be credited to revaluation account. Decrease in the value of asset, that must be debited to revaluation account. Next question: new share is equal to old share plus share sacrificed. So that is false. New share is equal to old share plus share gained. So that is the formula. So the answer is false. Next question: on retirement or death of a partner, remaining partners who have gained due to change in profit sharing ratio should be compensated remaining partners as well as retiring partners. So the answer is true. So on retirement or death of a partner, remaining partners who have gained from the retirement of retiring partner, so the change in profit sharing ratio should compensate both remaining partners as well as retiring partner. So the answer is true. Section 37 of Indian Partnership Act 1932 states the outgoing partner has an option to receive either interest at the rate of 6% per annum till the date of payment, or such share of profit which has been earned with his money. So the answer is true. Section 37 of Indian Partnership Act 1932 that states that outgoing partner has an option to receive the interest at the rate of 6% per annum till the date of payment or such share of profit which has been earned with this money. So the answer is true. Thank you.